Never knowing what could have been, and not seeing that loving you is what I was trying to do. Still harder getting up, getting dressed, living with this regret. But I know if I could do it over, everybody's here. I'll tell you something about German sausages. They're the worst. LOL. I love it. Still harder getting... Oh, I accidentally clicked another YouTube video. Is it mine? How strange. I clearly clicked another video, but it just loaded me anyway, and I'm okay with that. You know, I was actually threading a needle, like a sewing needle, because I was like, you know what, since I can't afford a sewing machine, I might as well just do hand sewing, right? So I know how to hand sew, it just takes a long time. So I was like threading a needle, and then actually the needle pierced my skin. In my defense, I was able to sanitize the needle and my own hand, so I don't think anything will become of it. Why is the title Are You Cute? Also, oh, the title is What is Your Ideal Look? There's a reason why. Because one, I do Fashionogi a lot, which is like fashion in Mabi, and we're gonna be commercing. I'm not sure what else we can talk about other than like fashion and stuff. And we could talk about some of the events that are happening as well. Let's go ahead and get started as well. I'm already in Philia. I'm ready. Skill issue. It literally is. And I even broke the threader. Okay, so in my defense, when I learned hand sewing, I did not have a threader. So this is my first time trying to use a threader. And that's what happened. That's why I pierced myself. So it was very shocking. So I will not be using a threader. That thing was poor quality and it broke. It didn't do its job. And I know I have good eyes. I can just use the thread, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need a threader. So I will not be using it again. Still harder getting up, getting dressed, living with this regret. But I know if I could do... And I actually have some cute fabric I have been holding on to. I just wanted to say you're pretty. Well, thank you, man. Oh, and I'm actually trying something. So I actually don't have the full iPhone tracking right now, and that is on purpose. I want to know, do you think this tracking is better? Because I actually bought a new webcam, so I can actually do dances now. I was like trying it out. It's not perfect. It's definitely far from perfect, but it was better than what it was before. Either you rolled a 1 or you manly strength got in the way. That's crazy. Imagine. Meow 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 meow. Lemon, I'm thinking about the YouTube comment now. Rebecca, the only food cats ask for by name. Imagine if cats just started going, Rebecca, Rebecca. That would be crazy. But I'm all in. If they want to call my name, they can. I give them permission. I think I rolled a 1 because I do not think I'm that strong. In fact, all I do when I go to the gym, and I'm not even joking, I pay for the gym for this, I just walk. I'm literally debating if I should just buy a treadmill because that's the only thing I do at the gym. I don't know, I just like walking. So that means my arms are weak. They are weak. I think I can only hold like 15 pounds or something. Well, maybe it's closer to like 40 pounds. But still, it's not... I'm not packing it. The most working out I do with my arms is playing cello. Like, it's terrible. My legs, though. I love my legs. Still harder getting up, getting dressed, living with this regret. But I know if I could do it over, I would trade. Just buy some light weights and pump while you walk. I was actually thinking about doing that. Because there are like bracelets not bracelets, but you know, they're kind of like bracelets where you just wrap them on your arm and then walk. And then that could be a way to like improve like arm strength because my arms are not strong. So I was thinking about like doing that. It is a great song. And hello, Snuggy, how you doing? Snuggy, have you been streaming every day? Because I have not seen you pop up. I don't get notifications for you. I don't know what happened. Have you been streaming, or have you been like on a small hiatus? Like, have you cut back time, or is it a skill issue that I'm not catching you? Still harder, getting up, getting dressed, living with this regret. Okay, let me sing something else. Ooh. Is this tracking better, by the way? Should I switch back to the iPhone tracking? Because I do have my phone right here, ready to use if that's better. Still harder. Down by the bay. And you know what? I actually realized, I'm actually going to check it right now. I think sometimes, this happened to me when I was recording Pokemon channel. Okay, it's working now. But when I was recording the Pokemon channel video, for anyone who doesn't know, I did upload a Pokemon video. You should watch it! Just kidding. But, what was I saying? I actually was messing with the audio, and I realized that on OBS, it was using the wrong microphone. So I'm not sure if that was for streams as well, or if it was just like a one-off. I did switch it to my regular mic. Does it sound better to me? Does it sound better? I will watch it. Dang it, don't yell at me. Yes, watch it all the way through. It's a small, like, it's pretty self-indulgent, I won't lie. It's Pokemon channel, so there wasn't a lot of action. It was cute though. So that's why your video sounded odd. Did it? Does it sound better now? Because it's actually on the right microphone now, so I'm wondering if, you know, what's your thoughts on Dandadan? Okay, so actually it's so interesting that you ask, because originally when I talked about this, I said that it just doesn't look like it's for me. And now I know it's not for me. But I looked at the promo pictures and I was like, yeah, this is not for me. Just because I like a very specific kind of person. Like, if you watch The Gray Man, I like characters like Alan. People who are soft, who are kind and sweet. Those are my favorite kinds. And if they go through pain and are still a good person at the end of it, then I love it. And then I was walking with one of my friends, because all I do is walk, okay? Like, I'm so serious. I don't know why I like it so much. But, so I was walking with my friends, and I have an Ida bag, and I have the AFK Journey stuff on my Ida bag. And she was like, oh my gosh, where do you get your merch? And I was like, hang on a second. I didn't even know you watched anime. But, so we were talking about that for a while, and then she was saying that she was watching Dandadan. And I was like, okay. And she asked if I watched it. And I was like, no, it doesn't look like it's for me. And then I guessed what the plot would be. And she was like, no. But, so, according to what she was saying, it's about a guy who believes in aliens and a girl who believes in ghosts. And then they mock each other and saying like, oh, the other one's not real. And then they visit like a haunted house and then try to prove the existence of aliens. And then she gets kidnapped and then he gets cursed. And what? And then the reason she got kidnapped, I'm not going to repeat it on stream. But what? So with that topic alone, it's not for me. I don't like ecchi, I don't like lewd, I don't like any of that. So it is not for me. If you like it, pop off, enjoy your thing, enjoy your whatever. But for me, I need sweetness. I need sweet, and if they're not sweet, like I don't know how to explain it, but good to know, Snuggy. You do have to power for the first episode. The reason she got kidnapped was so weird. I think we're all in agreement. It needs to be the English dub of Ghost Stories. Be like, I've seen the English dub of Ghost Stories, and I can't get behind it. Like I just can't. Like I know a lot of people love it, and if that's your thing, that's your thing. I won't say anything. But goodness gracious, no, that's not me. I'd rather be me than be like you. But I personally like not to. It's definitely, I'm largely against fan service. Not on a moral level, it's just it makes me uncomfortable. If you like fan service, that's up to you. And I can tolerate some, but for me it detracts more from the story than anything. The creative freedom given to English dubbers for Ghost Stories is a meme, not a show. It really is a meme. 100% right. That's my personal preference. So that's another reason why I completely don't really like the romance genre, because it's either misunderstanding Palooza or like some like fan servicey thing. And it's just not for me. Personally, I like when relationships are kind of realistic, and if the whole argument can be solved with one conversation that doesn't happen, that irritates me. It irritates me so much. I personally like I have, it's again not like a hard rule, but it's like a general thing. Like for example, I watched Kakeguri, and if you've seen that, oh my gosh, it is bad. And I also watched Mirai Nikki, and that has some pretty awkward moments. But I'm not into fan service, not really into that stuff. That's how I am. Fire Force. I cannot watch Fire Force. I've heard that Fire Force is like the Gray Man. So when my friend said that, it was like, oh, they're similar. And I'm like, okay. So I go to watch it, and I'm like, no. I'm like, these are not the same. They are not the same. And that's why I love The Gray Man. It's so nice. It's so refreshing. Dum. Fire Force is full of odd fan service moments. Bro, try watching Seven. That sounds crazy. So I still actually need to. I have a few things that are on my wish list. Like I want to watch, not wish list, what like watch list. I want to watch. Okay, I know this is completely different in anime, but I do want to watch Project Hail Mary. I know it's like an entirely different thing, and I know it's live action. But all my friends were telling me this movie was a hit, and I like science fiction, so I was like, you know what, that might be kind of fun. And I'm probably gonna watch. What else was I? Hopper? Was it called Hopper? But I was thinking about making it a movie night type thing, but then I don't know how many people would want to watch with me because I watch everything on times two. Okay, so the movie would be in times two. So I'm not sure if that's so good. Soul Eater, that is crazy time. That is crazy. I cannot believe you said that. Okay, I can kind of agree. Like I see it. Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay. There's definitely some aspects that I like more. For example, my favorite character is Excalibur. I know that it's so random because Excalibur is not humble or sweet, but they're just so funny. Excalibur, Excalibur. I'm kind of immune to fan service, but what is DS? Oh, Demon Slayer has a bit of Mitsuri. Okay, so I didn't actually watch up to Mitsuri. What's his face? The yellow hair guy? He's honestly a little too much for me. I know. I know. It's kind of upsetting because he's like, he should be my favorite character. You know, like I can see the aura, soft, sensitive, but he's just too much. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but he's not right. Somewhere in between Tanjiro and that guy is like the perfect mix. I think it's Zenitsu. And hi, Riku! Welcome in. Intentionally. Yeah, I think it's funny because Excalibur is intentional. But I can see why you might not like some of the characters, and then why it might be a little bit boring. I've never, that is not any word I would put near Soul Eater. For me, personally, I enjoyed it. Yeah, he's a good lad. He's a little bit weird, but he's a good lad. I dig him. He's not my favorite. And that's the thing with Demon Slayer. I don't really have a favorite. And that's kind of, I mean, I haven't watched that far, so there might be a favorite. Like maybe Mitsuri, when she comes on, I'll really enjoy her. But I have some issues with like, something is off about like each of the characters to me. Just like a little bit. Ideal look, probably Riku from Kingdom Hearts or Sasuke. Ooh, why don't you like him? Who? Which one? Zenitsu or Tanjiro? Or, and it's not that I don't like them. It's I generally like them, but there are aspects of their personalities that I find are too much. Like Snuggy knows this because I was watching Demon Slayer and I was telling Snuggy about it because Snuggy was the one who told me to watch it. So I started watching it. And there was this one part where Tanjiro, okay, so Tanjiro has way too many powers. Like, if I'm being so for real, he can do everything because of Super Saiyan, and that's not okay. Like, I can smell the traps on the mountain. How do you smell traps on the mountain? What? but okay, let's let it slide. Let's let it slide. And you're thinking maybe, okay, so the person set the trap up and their scent remains on the trap. Okay. But then how can you smell that they're nervous? How can you, like, you know what I mean? Like, how can you detect emotion from smell? Like, sweat smells the same if you're excited or sad or fearful. You know what I mean? Like, it's too much. It's too much. Wrap it up. You're giving him too many powers. And then their whole thing is breathing styles, right? Their whole thing is breathing styles. So what about that episode when they went underwater? And then, you know what I mean? Like, you need to take a deep breath for your power to work, right? but then how can he breathe underwater? And you're like, they did have an they did have a in-world explanation about it. They were like, well, the mountain, Tanjiro was raised on a mountain, okay? So he was like, the air in the mountain is thinner than an underwater. Brother, the air is not the problem. It's water entering your lungs. I'm pretty sure that's pneumonia. Like, it was giving me like, so, and then also Tanjiro had like a moment like after that, in that, I think it was that same episode or maybe like a few episodes after it. It was like in the same arc and in the same place. And this guy, he was devastated because his fiance had just been killed. Or even younger Xehanort. Oh, interesting. Okay, I can kind of see it. I'm thinking about it. And you can smell emotions too. That is crazy. There's a debate that breathing styles aren't real. I heard that. I have no, because I only watched like, I think like 12 episodes so far. I will finish it. I just haven't even got there. Yet. But he just lost his fiance, and then Tanjiro kind of like lectures him like, don't give up on life. He didn't say he was going to give up on life. He's crying because he just lost his fiance. That's a normal reaction. Of course they aren't real. What do you mean, Riku? Riku, wait. Just kidding. Yes, they are. I have no idea. So I'm sure there's some like real, nobody can breathe with style. Excuse me? I breathe with style every day. Like right now. I'll breathe right now just so that you can see it. Did you see the smile? Did you see the style in my breath right there? You have never met me before, lol. Yeah, Snuggy breathes with style too. I can verify. I have been to Snuggy's streams before. And thank you so much for the ping. I appreciate it. I just realized that I have YouTube up on both of my phones, not my Twitch. Still harder, getting up, getting dressed, living with... Okay. Also, when I streamed yesterday... You streamed yesterday? What time? I didn't know you were streaming. I would have, like, popped in for a second and then lurked. Because I'm a lurker. I'm a big lurker. I totally forgot to choose my audio source. No! So almost an hour. No game sound. Live and learn. Yes! Live and learn on the words of yesterday. Yes. Oh, Snuggy. You know Persona 3 and the Invoker? Is it 3? The one that I watched you play. I saw somebody. Okay, this was not a Persona reference, but I don't want to say what it was. You can understand what it was because it's the same thing as the Invoker, right? I saw someone on Twitter. They had a picture of like, okay, Invoker, but it's not. And then the person in the comment was like, a Persona reference. And I was sitting here like, no. I think I have to show you that tweet because I'm not sure if it's reading, but it was just the weirdest thing. Still, have you seen Sonic 4? No, I haven't even seen Sonic 2, but I want to. So don't at me. I'm actually trying to arrange a time to watch it with my family. So it's actually kind of hard because all my family has different schedules. We're almost never together. So it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I want to watch. So I already watched one, and I've watched one like 2 or 3 times. And now I need to watch 2. You streamed. Okay, I see. So it was, yes, Snuggy. And it had me screaming. They were like, oh my gosh, Persona reference. I was like, honey, how old are you? I was shocked. Oh my gosh, Raiko, hello! They do it all the time and it's so funny. It was kind of funny. Obviously, I'm still talking about it. Why am I standing here? Okay. I was wondering if it like lagged, but I think I might have just not been clicking. Still harder, getting up, getting dressed, living with this regret, but I know if I could do it over, I would trade. Oh no, I ran into this. What the? I just started singing. They robbed me and I started singing. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Okay, let me focus because they started playing my favorite song right here. They started playing Bangor. I mean, I'm not sure if it's my favorite, but I do really love Bangor. Bum 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 bum. It's a secret. Got a secret, gotta keep it. Swear this one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. If I show you, then I know you won't tell what I said. 'Cause 2 can keep a secret if one of them is dead. If I show you, then I know you won't tell what I said. 'Cause 2 can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Ooh. Swear this one you'll save. I'm feeling 22. I actually don't know how that song goes. Other than, I know it's a song. But I don't know how it goes, really. To be honest, I don't know a lot of Taylor Swift songs in general. I think I know 2. Let me think. It's like, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. No, it's Juliet, marry me. I don't wanna be alone, I love you, and that's all I really know. I talked to my dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Or like, she wears t-shirt, no wait, she wears, something? I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain, I'm on the bleachers, dreaming about the day when you'll wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you could see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me. I was about to say you belong to me, but that would have been an entirely different feel for the song. You belong to me. She wore short skirts. I wear t-shirts. Thank you, because I was struggling. I was struggling to come up with what those lyrics were. And welcome in, Laggy. How you doing? Are you lagging? Because I kind of am, right? My age is infinity, 100%. Progressive, LOL, what do you mean? You belong with me. What? I'm sure I know another one. Let me think about it, because I feel like I know a third one. Oh, yes. Is it, I'll be wearing white when I come to your kingdom. Cool, na 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 na. Funny how you're dead and people start listening. Ooh, penny for my thoughts, I'll sell them for $1. They're worth so much more after you're a goner. And is that how it goes? Is that a Taylor Swift song? I don't even know. I'll be wearing white. I'm looking this up. When I come into your kingdom. I feel like that's also like maybe like a religious song. No, it's not even Taylor Swift. Never mind. It's the band Perry. If I Die Young. You think you're the youngest in chat? Who knows? Drink water. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for stopping by the bakery. I kind of got lost. Where are we going? We are going to Amain. Okay, so Amain is actually a good deal. We're gonna stop here in Amain. And drink. The snow glows. Oh, sing! No, she didn't sing that. Didn't Ed Sheeran? Do you work at a bakery? I wish. I do not. I work in food service. It's not glamorous, but it pays the bills. Doo-doo. Where is Rudo and are you fool? Are you fool? You can have a snack. I permit you to have a snack, Rudo. Here. You and me both. You know, I'm thinking about baking my own bread. Like, it's getting to a point where I really want to... Like, I want to make more things at home. Is there a character named Rudo in Gachia Kuta? I'm pretty sure that's an anime, right? I'm pretty sure the author has, like, a red streak in her hair. I have to look this up. Oh my gosh! There is a character named Rudo. Honestly, this character looks like they would be my favorite. Just from looks alone. But no, my Rudo came before that Rudo. And honestly, I'm a little bit shocked. Yeah, that's the main C. If you bake your own bread, let us know how it turns out. I hope it goes well. My bread baking arc is on the horizon. I know, mine too. I was literally looking. I was at like a... What is it? Like a... What is the word for it? Like a place where you buy pots and pans. I was literally looking at the Dutch ovens and I'm like, what if I just bought one? I was thinking about like buying sourdough starter because I saw like this one terrible chef and then she was able to successfully bake the bread. So I'm like, if she could do it, I could do it too. And those were her words, not mine. I don't know her baking habits at all, but she said she can't cook at all. And I believe her. Peak anime, you think so? I've never seen it. Ooh, it'll help your noodle arms. LOL, that's diabolical dime. That's actually kind of funny. It hurts that it's so funny. It hurts it's so accurate, but it's funny. There you are. I don't want to run into you. To be honest, I don't know why I have such an aversion to the bandits. Really, I could just power through and then beat them up, and maybe it would be faster. Who knows? Because I can activate all of my, like, magic really quickly. So let me squish this. You know, I hated it at first, and I still kind of... I wish I had the old layout, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. You get a workout needing dough. Really? Just nuke them. Stop talking. Sorry, Bryce. Sorry. You know, fun fact, Price's personality changes depending on where you are in your generation quest. Did you drink water? Yeah, I did. Well, I drank Coke. Does that count? There's water in here. Yeah, there's water, and then right after that, high fructose corn syrup. You want to try it, but you think it's going to annoy you? If I remember correctly, I did look at the pictures before, and it seems very much like a Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D situation, which is one reason why it intrigued me. Somebody let me know, what is the zombie anime? Because I saw, I'm not even gonna get into it, but basically I saw a character who I loved, and I knew I had to watch it, and it had to relate to, like, zombies. Zom 100? Was it? And, like, this character had actually got infected. Like, they had been turning into a zombie, and then he just, like, hardballed it. Like, he just, like, literally was able to, like, beat being a zombie, and I was like, I only saw, like, a clip. The first thing that popped up was not an anime. Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. It has a Netflix adaptation. This is not what I was thinking, but it looks fun. Like, it looks really cute, actually. I like it. It does look nice. I would actually watch that. Basically, I don't know anything about it, except I saw, like, one 60-second short of it. One of your favorites, ore wa zombie desu ka? Are you a zombie? Zombie desu ka? Zombie. Can you hear my clicking? You see this cast? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a zombie. So the cast is far too feminine for me. I know that sounds kind of crazy. I just prefer men. I don't know. I don't know how else to say it. Oh, that sounds familiar, Snuggy. Let me look it up. I'm so glad you're here because Kaban Neri of the Iron. It sounds so familiar. I feel like I did see this before. Hold on. It looks like it. Yes, 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 yes. So I saw like one clip, and honestly, they seem like a baddie. So I want to watch it. Oh, shoot. Oh, dang it. Bum 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 bum. Did he actually be, like, let me know. Let me know ahead of time. Did he die? Like, did he die in the end? Would you want to watch an anime on times 2? Because I watch everything on times 2. I find things on regular speed really slow. Even when I rewatch my own videos, I get agonized by how slow I speak. I cannot handle it. I want to pick it up faster. One way or another. Maybe I should do it then. If you guys want to watch it, then I don't mind watching it with you guys, but on times 2. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. My only requirement is that my favorite character does not die. Because, like, oh my gosh, it happens way too much. I barely tolerate go crazy. It's okay if they're already crazy. And then they come to grips with it. Like, for example, in Adventure Time, Ice King was already crazy. And you learn his story. And then he gets uncrazy by Cake and Fiona. La da da da. I remember when music was added into Mabi. Like, I remember when that was a new thing. You know, so many things have been added since I started. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. And you know, magic wasn't this overpowered for a long time either. Like, before, the meta was literally final hit. Like, that was the only thing you could do to actually make damage, final hit. Sankaraya. What even is that? Sankaraya. Undying love. Honestly, I'm all for it. She looked kind of evil. I kind of like that. I also really like things that are not as they seem. And you know what? Speaking of not what they seem, so actually on Twitter the other day, I was scrolling and I saw art of, like, you know, like an artist drawing their OCs, and I was like, you know what, it was a really cute comic, and I was like, oh yeah, let me like it. And then I started seeing more of their page, and they really only post their OCs. And then, you know, I actually really liked it. I liked their little comics. So I started, like, looking at more at their content, and then I realized that they were, like, reposting people dubbing their work, and I was like, dang, I didn't know you were that famous, that you had, like, people dubbing your comics. And then I saw more people draw it, and then that's when I realized that it is not their OC. It's a whole comic. Like, it's a whole game already. So I was thinking about playing that game. Laggy? No. It is never gonna be X. Stop trying to make X happen! You're in ad jail? No! And no, the MC of Kabenari... Wait. I think the chat got disappeared. Does not die. Hey, we love it! What's your ideal? If we're looking ideal, it would be Princess Hime cut. Ooh, cute! Covering the character's eye. Cute. Has an oversized t-shirt. Ankle boots. Ankle boots. I love boots. In general, they're so pretty. And a single braid bracelet. That sounds very specific, Neon. Is there someone you have in mind? And there's another one. There's a High School of the Dead I can't watch. Well, less said about that one is better. Yeah, I can't watch it. Like, I watched a little bit, and then the more I watched it, the more I was like, why am I watching this? I started watching it because it was on Netflix. And then I was just like, no. And there's some animes that I, like, start watching, and then even at the very end, I'm like, that's like 5 hours of my life I will never get back. Like, that's how I felt about Baka no Test. It was a nice concept, but the execution, I can't even say it was bad. It's just not for me. Because I feel like it was a good anime, but it just didn't appeal to me the way it really should have. And I feel that way also about Konosuba, I think is the name. I forgot. I don't even care that much. But I don't even know why I'm going into vowels. Is my stuff good in vowels? Yeah, it's good in vowels, I think. Yeah, it's fine. I just can't get behind it. Like, I just cannot. Baka and Test was good. It just wasn't for me. Like, I can understand that it was probably good and that I can see why people like it. It just wasn't for me though. Blue Archive. I have not played Goddess of Victory Nikki or Blue Archive. They're just not for me. Like, I'm not the demographic. I was adding shows to my Plex server. Oh, Stabby! Do you have a NAS network attached storage? Because, like, if you. Angel's Friends! Oh my gosh, I used to love Angel's Friends. I watched that in, like, every language. Because to find an English version, or Spanish, or Italian, I can do all three, was impossible. The show is an Italian show, but I can't find the Italian version? Are you joking? So some of the versions, I struggled to watch the entirety of Angel Friends. So I think I watched it like first few episodes in English. Fine. Then I couldn't find the rest of the English. So I was like, whatever, I made a mistake. Let's just find a different dub then. So then I found the original Italian and I was like, yeah, this is nice. And then I watched like the next 5 episodes and then there's no of that dub anymore. So then I watched the Spanish one and it's like 5 more episodes and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good. And then I can't find the next of the Spanish. So I'm like, okay, let's go back to English then. And then the English dub was English with a dubbed over Italian right on top of it. And then another like Spanish voice. So 3 voices were playing at the same time. And the Italian voice wasn't even the original Italian. It was like a fan dub of the Italian version in Italian. And I was melting. I was like, why? Why is it so hard to find Angel's Friends? But I know I went into it, but let's end that there. But I struggled so much, and I love Angel's Friends. Really great series. Team Galaxy, never heard of it. G.I. Joe, interesting. I saw it. Bakugan, oh my gosh, nostalgia, throwback. Monsuno, I don't know it. Redakai, Conquer the Kairu. So I don't know all of those. Actually, after Byakugan, I don't know any of them. Konosuba is almost homework tier if you like comedy. Homework tier? What does that mean? Well, you're gonna flip a dip. Gotta work. No, don't go to work. But thank you so much for coming in, Neon. You're not. Oh, Neo. Who's Neo? Neo sounds familiar, but I don't know. I also have Never Ending Story. Oh my gosh, Never Ending Story. It's the never ending. No, wait, how does it go? Da na 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 da na da na 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 na. Something like I don't really remember. Dun 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 na na da dun 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 dun. Sigma 6 was pretty dope. I have no idea what those are. Shout out to the D Gata Defenders. Don't know who those are. Shout them out though. Totally Spies. Totally Spies hits different because I loved Totally Spies. I was in love. I was in love with it as a kid. I watched it all the time. I watched reruns of that. I had merch of that. I was playing the little games. Remember when they used to have games for free just online? I used to play those all the time on like the Cartoon Network or one of those. I don't remember where it was broadcasted, but one of them had a Totally Spies game, and I loved it. Rewatching it as an adult, though, how it turned out to be a little bit different than I remembered. Here's one that I love that many people don't know. Code Lyoko. We talk about that one here a lot. Here we are going far to save all that we love. If we give what we got, we will make it through. Here we are like a star, shining bright on the world today. Make evil go away. I also love the Xana theme. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. But about Code Lyoko, did you know it actually had a different like pilot, and it was called Garage Kids. So if you like Code Lyoko, I recommend that you watch Garage Kids. However, do be warned that Garage Kids is a lot darker than Code Lyoko. And the vibes are entirely different. But if you want to see what Code Lyoko could have been, watch Garage Kids. Here we are going far to save all that we love. If we give... I love Canada. They make good stuff. As dark as Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero? I wouldn't go that far, but it is pretty dark. You'll give JP version a shot of... Hello, and oh my gosh, hello, Voodoo Gaming. How are you? If we give what we got, we will make it through. Here we are like a star shining bright on the world today. Make evil go away. Code Lyoko, we will stand real tall. I have some hummus today. I think I left it at room temperature too much. You're doing good. Fantastic. Let's do some Wordle while we're on the boat. Code Lyoko will reset it all. Code Lyoko be there when you call. You wish Spider Riders got to finish. Swing. Can we do Becky? That is not a word in the list. I thought it would be, but it's not. You know the Wordle. LOL. No hints. Can I do Kirby? We can do Kirby. Kirby. Human company. Da 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 da. Kirby, Kirby, Kirby. That's the name you should know. Let's do names. Kirby, Kirby, Kirby. He's the star of the show. He's got more than you think. He's got maximum pink. Kirby, Kirby, Kirby's the one. He comes right back at ya. He comes right back at ya. Okay, so this is interesting because we have 2 vowels already. So there's a high possibility that those are all of the vowels. So I'm guessing I, well, it could be like a double consonant, like P-L-I-E. Like piles. But we know that S is not the letter, so it can't be that. Is that a word? It is a word. Okay, so I doesn't go there. So EI? EI is not anything, right? Like at the end. EI? No. E-I-E-I-O. So it's not here. So it has to be at the beginning, right? What about like illicit? No, because E. So something like E-L? It could be L here. No, it can't be. X. We don't know goes there. It has to be something like this. E-L. E-L. F. G. E. I was about to say eagle, but it doesn't. H. I'm trying to think of like E. Eel. Eek, Ewe, Eat. IT actually makes the most sense, I think. IF, EG, Ig, Ignil. Oh? I thought that was a word. I thought I cooked for a second. I literally thought I cooked. But N is a letter, right? So it has to be... It has to be something like this. Because L can't go here. Wait, L could go here, right? Wait, hold on. L could go there. I thought this was an L, but it's not. So it could be E-N. I. I'm like, light? Did I hear correctly? Did it really happen? Was it simply done by writing down his name? Killing indirectly, pen and ink and paper, writing is the gun. I only have to aim. Could this be the hour, unimagined power? waiting to devour who I say. What is that? Inlet? I don't even know what that word is. Define inlet. A narrow strip of water extending into the land, such as a bay, cove, or creek, or a passage opening through which fluids or air enter a machine or container. It acts as a point of entry, often found in coastal geography, as a component in mechanical systems like engines. Okay, let me look at the pictures because I don't really understand. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really understand. But it's a horribly slow show. LOL. But I was trying to play Flash games online. Spider Riders, that's it. It reminds me of Line Rider. If you want access to the Plex server, you can just ask and I'll set you up as a user. Wait, do you have a network attached storage? Because I actually want to buy network attached storage and I want to know how it works. How do you run it? Because I've been like watching videos and stuff, but I can't really like figure out how to do it, and I kind of want to make an old laptop my network attached storage and then see how that works. The earth will shake, the sky will scream once they feel the power of the hurricane. Finally a chance to find a little justice. There's nowhere to run to once the name is penned. Take what fortune grants you, use it while you got it. Once you have begun, you ride it to the end. Elegant solution, flawless execution, righteous retribution on the way. I love Jeremy Jordan. NAS it has its own little OS that it runs to manage the communication. Yeah, NAS, network attached storage. And Plex I'm pretty sure is like a NAS thing. Can you show me what program you used? Or like what's the OS? How did you run it? Finally a chance to find a little justice. And hello, Volkius and Oblivion. Some of your names are very similar in color, so I think I'm missing some of your chats. Because, like, Stabby is like a... I don't know what kind of green this is. This is like a... What kind of green is that? It's almost like a lime. Like a lime green. And Oblivion has a deeper shade. It's more like bluish. Like, it's a more cool tone green. But still up there. Oh shoot, I'm walking in a circle. What am I doing? You look very lovely today. Well, I appreciate you. I'm actually using a different camera. So let me know if this tracking is better or if I should do the old tracking. I can do both. I just want to figure out what is like the best setup. Because this is a new camera. So I'm wondering if it's good. You've been here for like 40 minutes. So, oh my gosh, Oblivion, really? And I just didn't respond. Were you like in chat? Because I don't think I responded. I think maybe I thought you were Stabby. Because the colors are so similar. And now Bulkiest pick is like a forest green. And that's the same on my phone and on computer. So Plex is a service that you can install on your PC. And it set up folders and store files such as... Interesting. So any OS can run Plex? Because I thought that was a specific to a NAS thing. I'm still learning all of this out. Like I'm done with with like all of these subscription services. I'm trying to find a way to like not be on a subscription service and still have things I want to do, you know? Like instead of Netflix, you know, have my own. My first message, that's crazy, Oblivion. I almost ran into that guy. And you know, even though I left this hummus at room temperature for a little too long, like a couple of hours, like, I mean, like, literally, like a couple, like 2 or 3, it still tastes pretty good. Finally, a chance to... I was talking about this in the server, too. But did you know the voice of Varian? Believe me, I know. I sunk pretty low. But whatever I've done, you deserve. Varian, quiet. I'm the bad guy and that's fine. It's no fault of mine and some justice at last will be served. It's the same voice as Light from Death Note the musical. So that's impressive. And then if you thought of a different character, the same voice actor, Jeremy Jordan, also did Lucifer from Hazbin Hotel. Looks like you could use some help from the big boss of. Check out Daddy's glowing reviews on Yelp. 5-star flawless, greater than great, with the punch of a pentagram. Like, I can tell that voice. Him, Jeremy Jordan, and Zach Aguilar, two voice actors I can clock every time. Like, every time I hear it, I'm like, yep, that's them. From the punch of a pentagram, I usually charge a sacrificial lamb, but you get the family rate. I had to refresh my page. I had that weird error saying auto-inserting new line breaks after each character. That's horrible. I hate it when it does that. Is that a mobile thing? I wonder, because I've been having some issues with Twitch, and for that matter too, I've been having some issues with YouTube. I'm not even sure what's going on. I think my YouTube issue has been resolved. You're on PC? Really? Usually when I'm on PC, it works. But it doesn't auto-start videos anymore. Like, it used to be that if I joined a streamer's chat before they were actually there, like if I was a little bit early, then when the stream actually started, it would auto-play. But now I have to refresh when the stream starts. It's honestly so irritating. Oh, nice! That's cool, Stabby. I only found out about Plex like 2 months ago. Something like that. 5-star flawless, greater than great, with the punch of a pentagram, a wapapum malakazam. I usually charge a sacrificial lamb, but you get the family rate. Thanks, Dad. Who needs a boss boy now when you got the chef? Oh, Michelin tasting, free a la carte. I'll rig the game for you cause I am the ref. Champagne fountains, caviar mountains, that's just the start. Who's been here since day one? Who's been faithful as a nun? Who makes you chuckle with an old-timey pun? Your executive producer, that's true. I'm your guy, your day-to-day, your chum, your steadfast hotelier. Remember when I fixed that clog today? I was stuck. Thank you, sir. I'm truly honored that we've built such a bond. You'd think there would be guards on some of these roads during commerce. You have such a good point. But at the same time, Mabi, like, we're the Malaysian. Like, everyone in their own, like, world is the Malaysian of their, like, world and their story. So, bandits really shouldn't be attacking us at this point. Like, we've saved Erin numerous times. You'd think they would see us and be like, not her. Not him. You know, right? Like, I think, like, after, like, generation 12 or something, they should just stop attacking you. Because that's what I would do if it was like, imagine, it's like breaking into, I don't know, like, Bruce Lee's house. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, imagine breaking into, like, Jackie Chan's house. Like, he had a whole animated series about this. The Holy Knights don't even respect us either. That's crazy, JT Legends. They do, though. They do. Kind of. At least Altum does. Altum will do anything. And Avalyn, too. Like, I feel like after... You know what? After 11... The Alban Knights, yeah, they do respect us. It's for the bandit badges. So you think it's a conspiracy theory that they want us to fight them? So that we transport bandit badges for them? He spawned all the way over there. He heard me. He got nervous. He was like... She saved the world how many times? Okay, let me back down. I will never go down any other way. Gasoline pumping through my veins, dancing on top of the flames. They broke into his house? That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, where do you get the audacity? Like, I just don't understand. That's Bruce Lee's house. What are you doing? So they have a feature... Okay, I'm trying to, like, read the chat while not running into bandits, but let's just see. You know, if we run into bandits, we can fight them off. So there's a feature where you can have a lifetime license, great for and creating a friend license, but it's for joining, but that is for joining friends media server without them making a profile for them. I see. Who's been here? I'm glad you answered that question, Stabby, because I'm not even entirely sure. Bruce Lee hit him with the strongest. Whoa. I mean, to be fair, like, I can't even be mad because his house got broken into. I would, if I had the strength he did, I would have also done that. And if you're breaking into people's houses, I mean, you had it coming. You had it coming. You only have yourself to blame. If you had been there, if you had seen it, I'm telling you would have done the same. It's funny that most of the squires don't respect us at first. It is kind of funny, right? It is kind of funny. I feel like at some point, maybe it's a little too much to ask. And honestly, I kind of miss more of the dialogue because for anyone who doesn't know, that we actually had more diverse dialogue before this one update happened with the spirit weapons, and they lost so much personality. Like not all of it, but a lot of the personality that the spirit weapons used to have is kind of obliterated. And I know why they did it, because basically they had specific dialogue for specific occasions, and I just mourn the loss of it because it doesn't make sense if you have like because before it would be locked to one type. Like if you had the sword spirit weapon, it would always be on the sword, right? So then there would be like specific conversations about the sword, and then obviously if you put it on your like wand, because now we can put any spirit weapon on any weapon, it doesn't make sense anymore, right? So I understand why they removed some of these dialogues, but I wish it was like replaced with something. Or, you know, like I wish, you know, like I wish there was a way to like have more flair. This guy lagged. He lagged. Did you see that? He was like right here and then was walking and then lagged back here. Started walking again. That's more of like a quality of life thing. And honestly, I would prefer it if they also had more of a memory than 36 minutes. And I would be okay with the 36 minutes if everybody followed the 36 minutes. But if you know me, I love Lyndon. And if I want to have a relationship with Lyndon, it's not possible. So he'll be like, oh, the Star of Dawn, you know, thank you for saving my brother. And the very next after that special intro, immediately after, he's like, I think this is the first time we met. How are you? And you cannot raise the navigator likability above that. So if you like Igerna, I'm sorry. She's always going to treat you like a stranger. And I find that so sad. And hi, Mr. Chairs. I'm not a stranger. Don't call me. Just kidding. Yes. Honestly, we're kind of crazy. We can do Demi. We can do Paladin. We can do Dark Knight. But some people just don't even care. Almost all of them don't care. I finished eating my hummus. The music is kind of lit here. Was it always like this? I mean, I guess it was. I just never heard it because my audio is kind of wild. It works like 50% of the time. And yes, the bandits should know. The bandits should know not to attack us. I have more free time in my life and I got no idea what to do with it. Interesting. You should start a new hobby. Sewing, punch needle, rug tufting, art, music, dance. Speaking of dance, let's see if it works sexually. I want to try a small little dance. Let me actually finish tying my hair because my hair, I took the scrunchie out because it was a little bit, like, I didn't like the placement. And hello, Dark. Darkness of light, you can through the sadness take your flight. Okay, I took a sip. Let me see if you can actually see the dance. Oh, and I can carry my mic. Oh my gosh. Because I have a dynamic mic. For anyone who doesn't know, it's meant for like singers on stage. So as long as I have it at a certain distance, you should be able to hear and see me. Your guy, your day today, your chum, your steadfast hotelier. Remember when I fixed that clock today? I was stuck. Oh shoot, I think I might have done like a backflip. Your executive producer, that's true. I'm your guy, your day. Do you see me? I'm doing a little shimmy. Let me kick this box. Let me actually I do if I'm gonna do like an actual dance, because I like dancing, I have to put the mic right here because I will not be able to walk around with it. Okay. I'm thinking like the club isn't the best place to find a love. Oh man. Okay. The club isn't the best place. It's like fading in and out. Club is where I go. Me and my friends that's doing shots, drinking fasting, we talk slow. What are you trying to get in sinus? LOL, I'm like having like a I don't know what's going on. Now I'm leaning on my chair. Does it look like I'm leaning on my chair? It looks like I'm struggling to sit. Drinking fast soon, we talk slow. Girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Man, no it didn't. Oh. Because there is a small stream delay. I can watch what happens. I don't remember when paying attention to AFK, or mine's like a crime drama in a magical world. Oh yeah. We did that Monday. We finished that story too. Dancing with a cookie is awesome. LOL, did you give me a cookie? Thank you so much, Lucian. Oh, did I eat it? So my new camera is a little bit wider, which is why you can see more of my body at once. I kind of want to try again. Can I try again? I want to be able to dance. I dropped the microphone. But not only so the microphone itself was on the stand, okay? The microphone was on the little stand that I have. And the entire stand fell into my mouse, and my mouse went flying. Girl, you know I want your love. Your love wasn't made for somebody like me. Playing a dangerous game here. Yeah, you can't even see my leg motion at all. I wonder if I lift up my pants a little bit, if it can catch my feet. Because I'm actually doing something with my foot right here. Yeah, it doesn't catch. It doesn't. Playing a dangerous game there. Kind of. Oh no, I tripped. No, Snuggy. Not Snuggy, Seal. Feet for free? You can't see them. Your chum, your steadfast hotelier. And it's actually kind of funny that you mentioned this. Because for me personally, whenever possible, I do like to go barefoot. So like, there's a very specific case that I was driving to work. I made it all the way to work. And I realized I didn't have my shoes. I had like 20 minutes left. So I had to like run out and buy Crocs. You okay? Yeah, I am. It was so funny. So I went to work with Crocs. It was wild. And if you're wondering how I got to the store to buy the Crocs, I actually sent someone else because I had a Uber. So they went and got it for me. So I ended up wearing Crocs to work, and everybody complimented me. They loved my Crocs. It is not gross, especially how I sanitize. I'm your guy, your day-to-day, your chum, your steadfast hotelier. But if you're wondering why I was able to get into the car without shoes, it's because it was my friend, not Uber. You have no people how idea run around with barefoot. Whenever possible, I try to go barefoot, but sometimes it's not possible. Like if I'm going to a store, it's not possible, right? But like if I'm walking around at home, yeah. And I even have lights right here. They're very nice. But I like walking barefoot. I think it's very nice. And you know, you grow foot strength when you walk barefoot. I'm actually going to use one right now. Remember when I fixed that clog today? I was stuck. Oh, thank you, sir. I mean, it's possible. It's not correct. It is frowned upon. Well, I mean, I also have mysophobia, so it's really not possible sometimes. Which is why disinfection is so important. Crocs that have aura. What? Crocs that what? Have what the new kids say aura or whatever that spells. Yeah. I was stuck. Oh, thank you, sir. I'm truly honored that we built such a bond. You're like the daughter that I wish that I had. I care for you just like a daughter I spawned. It's almost funny. You could almost call me dad. Ooh. Are you hungry? Some say when you're looking for assistance, it's best to take the path of least resistance. Others say that in your needy hour, there's no substitute for pure angelic power. Who also happens to be your blood. Sadly, there are times the birth parent is a dud. Some say the family you choose is better. What a bunch of losers. Why don't you buy out my song? Your song? I started it, and I'll finish it. And then Mimsy jumps in after that. She's like, it's me. I am here. Took a while, but at last I am here. Something like that. I used to wear Crocs, but I don't want to get clowned on, so I went back to LeBron's. LeBron's? Isn't that like a basketball player? LeBron James? Doesn't he? Isn't what shoe line did he have? LeBron James. Does he have shoes called LeBron? Nike? Is that his brand? That's crazy. No, is it? Took a while, but at last. Ooh. You see, I always wear like the cheapest shoes available. So I had like some generic Walmart shoes. And I have not grown since like middle school. So I still wear a lot of my old stuff. Including shoes. I've had these shoes for years. Crocs are an evolution. They say, I could care less what you think. I mean, I kind of do, though. Like, I literally walk around with an Anita bag. Like, people definitely give me weird looks, but who cares? Took a while. Girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come and now, follow my lead. Come and now, follow my lead. Hey. I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet do. But my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Now the bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. One weekend we let our story begin. We're going out on our first date. You and me at 50s, all you can eat. So you fill up your bag and I fill up my plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour. How your family is doing okay. Then we get in the taxi. Oh no! I love the song Oblivion. Girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come and now, follow my lead. Come and now, follow my lead. Ooh. I wanna be that guy. I love almost every Ed Sheeran song I hear. Oh, miss the eye of a mountain below. Keep careful watch of my brother's soul. Everything is covered in something. Hello. Wait, what? That's not what he says. Let me actually think about it. Every day discovering something brand new. Not everything is covered in something brand new. Every day discovering something new. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour, how your family is doing okay. Then we get in the taxi, kiss in the backseat, and come on, tell the driver make the radio play. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. And hello, no name. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do you know that song is called Untitled Song? Ooh, 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 ooh. To my knowledge, I could be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure Len Kagamine, a Vocaloid, sang it. But you know how sometimes they did like covers of songs? So I'm not 100% sure. You're gonna add more cartoons to the server? Nice! Keep careful watch of my brother's soul, and should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep careful watch of Durin sons. Mm-hmm. Ooh. And should my people fall, surely I'll do the same. Mm-hmm. Oh, crying out, Father, oh, fall fast and we will watch the flame burn over on the mountainside. Oh, ooh. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? It looks like Amain. Yeah, Amain seems like the best deal. And I'm not gonna run into you. I wanna kiss your eyes. My bad habits lead to late nights standing alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but I probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh. You usually run into them on purpose. That's diabolical. Like, I really can't be bothered. Like, I don't know. Dealing with bandits is one of the most annoying things to me. I just can't do it. I love it. It's so alien to me. I just love this song. This one, Bangor, the intro theme. The intro theme, the song in Bangor, and then this song, Singming Plains, especially the beginning part. So the beginning part is what I like the most. This part is fine, but it's not my favorite. Are like my favorite sounds in Mabi. You know, I kind of want to run musical math and just listen particularly to the music in Avalon, because I like the Avalon music as well. A lot of Avalon music is fire. Like this. It sounds so interesting to me. What is making that sound? Oh, no, 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 you're right there. Ha. This one is like da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Ah. Did I hear "Let's go gambling"? Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. No, I didn't say that until you just came in. It's like swatting a fly for me. That's crazy. Oh, did we say we were going to Maine? I was about to walk to Terra. Sadly, they ruined my plans to have 10k alts. Oof. All at 20k levels each. What did they do, JT? Although I did hear the news article. I did see the news article about Nexon. So Nexon Korea is pursuing legal action against a specific IP, which is kind of crazy. At least the article said that Nexon Korea is doing that. I'm not sure how accurate the article was, though. Because you know how, like, sometimes journalists will, like, fluff things up all the time? Or, like, they don't know exactly the exact situation? So it could be like that, too. So take it with a grain of salt. But that's what the article said. That Nexon Korea was going to take action. LOL dime. They made the reward cap to be account bound instead of character specific for places like Glen Burna. Interesting. Account bound. Any grounds for else suspicion surely lie with me. I must catch this monster Kira so the world will see. My son is exactly who he seems to be. Honor bound and bound by my account. So I'm hard capped to 15 rewards from those places no matter which character. Oh, that makes sense. Oh no. You can ignore it if you want. Just know I'm counting. Let me look. Oh, the content wheel. Oh, I didn't even realize. Did you do more than one? And thank you so much for the cupcake and the cookie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Okay. I just noticed. So I'm glad you said something. I wish they put the announcement on my computer because it doesn't actually show up on my computer, which is what I'm looking at most of the time. Honor bound. Ah, I'm bound by honesty. 3 in stock? Okay. Accusations, innuendos, theories full of cracks. Timelines and coincidences can't replace hard facts. But if what I'm seeing bends as light refracts, am I blinded to what my son lacks? If I thought these lies were true, would I have the strength to do anything I needed to for justice sake? Could I stand the pain and lies if it's Kira that I find behind lights' eyes? Listen to me, am I crazy thinking he could be? I thought Fleeta was a player character for a second. I know you like commerce, so I try not to troll. It's okay, you can troll. After this round, we'll do the content wheels. The only time I could see it not being very nice is if it is Stardust. And then I will be like a little bit teary, but at the same time, I know it's good for me. So even then, it's okay. Am I blinded to what my... If these lies were true, would I have the strength to do anything I needed to for justice sake? Could I stand the pain and lies if it's Kira that I find behind light eyes? Listen to me, am I crazy thinking he could be some insane, unfeeling monster somehow raised by me? Must come to my senses and my sanity. Help me see the sun I need to see. Account bound and bound by honesty. Account bound to 15 rewards. You know one thing I'm curious about? You know Mabi Nerd? I love Mabi Nerd's content, so I'm sorry if if I talk about Mabi Nerd too much. But Mabi Nerd is so funny and they write a lot of songs and I wonder what their song process is. Like their behind the scenes. Like how do they pick a song? So far I have 7 alt characters. That's crazy. That hit the 30k total with 1 to 2 maxed arcana and Stardust at an acceptable level. Okay, JT Legends, you're kind of cooking. Woohoo! He's trying to cook me. It wouldn't have happened anyway because I'm way stronger. If I fought these lies, honor bound to serve his family. There are lines that can't be crossed. There are things you shouldn't do, for you pave too high a cost, and you lose a piece of you. Nothing wrong can turn out right by saying wrong's alright to do. Men of principle must fight, so the truth that's in the man that you are stays true. You know, I really love that song. Or in general, the whole Death Note the musical, there are some songs that I don't like. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't really like any of the Shinigami songs. So, like, Kira, that's the best of the Shinigami songs, the Kira song. Which was Ryu singing it. But like, they're only mortals. Or like, they're humans and mortals. That was, I think, the name of the song. And it was just a miss for me. It was such a miss that I don't even remember how it goes. Like, that's how miss it was. I heard it one time and I was like, yeah, this sounds like a circus song. Like, it sounds like it would be a circus song. So I was not a fan of it. Kira was, I at least remember that one a little bit more than the Mortal Humans one. And it's so funny because my sister loves the Mortal Human one. Had them all themed around one thing while my main character is everything. Oh, interesting. Do you want to share what their names are? A. You know what? I'm gonna think of a song that has an A in the title, or like the first letter. Immediately, I think of Gabby's Dollhouse, but the song that I'm thinking of, which is Cat Rat's Favorite Sandwich, has nothing to do with A, other than A, like cat, like the A sound, ah. But that's not, it doesn't beat what I actually want with starting with A. Think of a song that starts with A. All-Star. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Get paid. I did it. What about H? I haven't logged in a while, but I'm going to try to remember some of their names. Okay. So H from had them all themed. So had, H. Let me think of a song. Honor Bound, easy. Honor bound to serve his family. I was literally just thinking that. I haven't logged in. E. Let me go ahead and put on Wordle. I'm going to put on Infinite Wordle. Because I actually really like Infinite Wordle. Wordle Unlimited. Ooh, if I thought these lies were true, would I have the strength to... I'm going to do light again. Because light was actually kind of a good word. It was kind of good. Accusations, innuendos, cracks. Theories full of cracks. Timelines. Oh, that has 2 C's. So that was honestly a bad word. Timelines and facts would have been better. Facts would have been better. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. If I thought, oh shoot, did I take extra cargo, or was I kind of forgot if I did the wheel or not. Timelines and coincidences can't replace hard facts. I kind of want to do facts anyway. Like, I know it's a bad word, but I'm thinking about Death Note the musical right now, so I just have to. That didn't give us anything. And honestly, it was a terrible word because we also had T. T and T C C and T we already knew weren't in there. And A we already knew the placement of. It was right here. I wanted to do it anyway, so no regrets, right? Must come to my senses and my sanity. Help me see the sun I need to see. Honor bound and bound by honesty. Bound? Let me actually see if that's a good word. I think it is. I think our other guesses were terrible, so we didn't get anything with that. So we know A, G, and U are here. So like guard is what I'm thinking of. Guard. I think that word. Wait, no. Guard? No R. That's a good word though. Like that was a fire word. But R is not in there. So we kind of don't want to goof around anymore. We were goofing around a little too much, right? Help me see the sun I need to see. Folding chair, LOL. Little huge. I don't know how to say Dokteruyuki. And religiosa. Harmonic saint. Tiantit. That's not Titans. Teentitans. Oh, it was. Did you say Teentitans? Teen Titans. Let's go. Teen Titans. I managed to grab some good names on account of being around since beta. Ooh, nice. Folding chair as a name is hilarious with titles. Oh, I bet. Like folding chair who couldn't find a needle in a needle stack. Hilarious. No, you just start saying T. Teentitans. Teen Titans. Let's go. Like guard was so good, but R is not in there. So I kind of want to do the U anyway, though. Like I want to see if it's there. I feel like we did botch it. We did botch it with the first the second and third guess. Those are horrible guesses. And guard is right up there with horrible guesses if I'm looking because R and D are also both not here. We know that A is here. I kind of let's shake it up. Let's do like guava. No, guava is just as bad because A is right there too. But should we do like guac? Like what if we did guava? I mean, I should not have got that. I should not have. That was honestly, guava was a horrible guess too because double letter. But you know what? I'm gonna just go with it. I'm a genius. Now I'm thinking about rains. You know, like let the rain fall down. Power guess? Dream? Let it wash away my sanity. What? Why am I kind of cooking? So E, so it's this is what I'm looking at right now. Like Irene is what I immediately think of. It's not in the word though. It's a name. I thought names count. I don't like that there are no hints. Like even a blurb with missing letters. Yeah, it could be better. I wanna feel the thunder, I wanna scream. Let the rain. Okay, we have time to arrival, 5 seconds. So we're actually gonna close this. We're gonna think of letters. We're gonna think of words. Not really, because I'm gonna get distracted. But um wait, did I put the right screen on? Yes, I did. Cause I wanna feel the thunder, I wanna scream. Let the rain fall down. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love, love that is all mine. Oh, whoa. Do what you want, but you're never gonna shake me. Sticks and stones are never gonna break me. Oh, whoa. Take me away, take me away. A sweet escape, a sweet escape. Take me away. Do what you want, but you're never gonna shake me. Sticks and stones are never gonna break me. Oh, whoa. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. You know what I wonder? I wonder if Wordle has their own hints. Not from the actual Wordle company, but I'm wondering if somebody gives hints for the daily Wordle. I'll look it up. Cause we found out what the word was. It was inlet, right? Um I wonder if I can do Wordle hints and see if something pops up. Wordle hints and help. There's a Wordle answer finder that appeared on there, but we're thinking just hints, right? So hints. Oh, Wordle hint number 1 repeats. So today's Wordle had no repeating letters. That's actually kind of nice to know, right? Hint number 2 vowels. Today's Wordle answer has 2 vowels. Oh, inlet. Yeah, I and E. Today's Wordle. So there are hints if you look it up. I think this one is from CNET. If you want to look up their Wordles. I mean, their hints. If I thought these lies were true, would I have the strength? There are lines that can't be crossed. There are things you shouldn't do. For you pave too high a cost, and you lose a piece of you. You don't justify the means in the service of an end, smashing laws to smithereens, for there aren't any rules left to break or mend. You don't kill someone as a substitute. You don't load your gun, close your eyes and shoot. You can't kill a man just to buy a clue. This is not a plan lawmen can pursue. Father, I know that you feel as Father, you know that I feel as you do. For these lessons I learned at your knee. And I think maybe by working with you, helping you will be helpful for me. You don't kill someone, you don't kill someone as a substitute, as a substitute. You don't close your eyes, load your gun and shoot. You don't kill a man just to read the signs. That's no better than bad the good defines. Never cross these lines, never cross these lines, never cross these lines. Where is the justice when the guilty all go free? Why don't we lock them up and throw away the key? I see a young man's anger burning in your eyes. What you see is my impatience with your noble compromise. Show me what's right about the wrongs that we allow. Real people need to feel protected here and now. This whole darn system's broken way beyond repair. It's just law, not law and order. Not much good and seldom fair. You know what it reminds me of? Because Law and Order, they had a VTuber. I don't know if anybody knows, but one of the episodes of Law and Order Special Victims Unit was actually one of the characters was a VTuber, which I find hilarious. Oh, it's just law, not law and order. Not much good and seldom fair. Laws are made for everyone. We're treated all the same. Till the lawyer's tricks can fix the blame. What about the victims waiting for some justice? How can we turn away and say that's just the way things are? What about the families hiding in their houses? All of them afraid to walk the streets at night with all the doors locked tight. Tell me, where is the justice? If there's any justice. Your simple arguments have all been made before. The world's not black and white, the choice not either or. Perhaps it's time we drain the color from within, till we're back to seeing black and white and wrong and right again. Overwrought pronouncements won't improve the paradigm, till lawyers cutting deals becomes a crime. What about the victims waiting for some justice? How can we turn away and say that's just the way things are? What about the families? Okay, I have to put on the content wheel now. Dun, 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 dun. All of them afraid to walk the streets at night with all the doors locked tight. Tell me, where is the justice? If there's any justice. Where is the justice for all the victims? Where is the justice? What good is law that can punish those who break it? Politicians make their speeches all day long, while judges... Okay, so here we are. We have the wheel. Wheel of content. Musical math. I was just saying how I wanted to do that. So we have 3 we need to do, right? I think. It's just law, not law and order, not much good and seldom fair. Yeah, 3 in stock. So, first, musical math. Oops. And then, Magmel. I'm not sure. I think Magmel will have to be last, because I'm not sure if we can actually beat Magmel. So, we might get stuck at the imp room, but we'll definitely try. So, we're doing... Oh my goodness, commerce! Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's do commerce first, then musical math, and then Magamel last. It's just law, not law and order, not much good and seldom fair. Please no Magamel. Okay. You want to take it back? We can take it back. We can take it back this one time. You're the one who did the wheel, though. It's just law, not law and order, not much good and seldom fair. Laws are made for everyone, we're treated all the same. Yeah, redo. Okay. Till the lawyers... Oops. I actually started the commerce without switching the screen. Listen to the families. Politicians make their speeches all day long, while judges pushing pencils mostly get it wrong, and set up loopholes for the laws to fall between. Let them good old-fashioned payback grease the wheels of the machine. Isn't everybody sick to death of all this stuff? Can't we all stand up and say enough? Justice, justice, justice. Now listen to the families hiding in their houses, all of them afraid to walk the streets at night with all the doors locked tight. No, that's not how that part. Listen to the families. So that's part of the normal chorus, but actually in that section, Light is singing something else because he goes like off the rail a little bit. Justice, justice, justice. Listen to the families hiding in their houses, all of them afraid to walk the streets at night with all the doors locked tight. We owe them some justice. Where is the justice? I don't remember what the last... Because he says something. We owe them some justice. Where is the justice? But I don't remember what he says before that line. Weird that I can remember everything about that song except that one line. Listen to the families hiding in their houses, all of them afraid to walk the streets at night with all the doors locked tight. I think he says... Does he say where is the justice again? So it's like, where is the justice? We owe them some justice. Where is the justice? It could be that. It could be. Something doesn't feel right about that though. All of the data has been analyzed, but yet there's something I cannot see. The Linda L. Taylor murder televised. Kira killed a man who he thought was really me. What information is eluding me? With just a name, how can he kill? Which is a very interesting, like, thing with a name. I remember I watched this video where they were like, could Scooby-Doo and the mystery gang escape Kira? And the answer is, yes, they could. They could, because everybody, the person that they would send exploring is Shaggy, whose name is not Shaggy. So how wouldn't Kira know? You know, like how, because everybody calls him Shaggy, so he couldn't get rid of him. And thank you so much for the ping, Lucian. You didn't get me, but thank you so much for the ping. And even if he somehow, so like, they went into a deep dive if the mystery gang could catch Kira. And then they concluded that even if they somehow learned everybody's name, next time, yeah, 100%. Even if they learned everybody's name, in the book, it says that you have to write down a human's name. So if anything, Scooby is invincible because he's not human. So even if he was able to kill everybody, still, Scooby the talking dog could catch him. And he would not rest until his best friend is avenged. And I was very satisfied with that result. But it's true that in canon, even Batman seeks out Velma for help. So definitely, if Batman trusts Velma, I trust Velma too. Listen to the families hiding in their houses. I still don't know what Batman means by LOL. I don't know either. Listen to the families. Which reminds me of other Batman memes. I like Batman. He's cool. I vibe with Batman. Listen to the families. Okay, we have time to departure. 5 minutes. Been playing Monster Hunter Rise. It's on sale for almost a bag of beans. LOL. Is Monster Hunter Rise the one that looks very, like, 2D? Not 2D. It's definitely 3D, but very cartoon-like. Because when I saw a streamer play Monster Hunter Wilds, and then I saw Monster Hunter, I think, Rise, I was shocked. I was like, this is the same series? How? Is the one with the Japanese theme? I think so. I think that might have been the one I saw. Let me look it up in the Steam store. Ooh, the family, I'm hiding in their houses. All of them afraid to walk the streets at night, with all the doors locked tight. Tell me, where is it? No, this isn't the one. There was one that looked very, very anime. Like, very, very cartoony. And from Wild, that was huge. I was like, what? From hyper-realistic to this? I'm not complaining. It was interesting. The one that I thought of was Monster Hunter Twisted Reflection, I think. I'm looking through the Monster Hunter pictures. Yeah, it was this one. It was this one. Listen to the families. Fred is an expert on traps. He won't be tricked by light. Exactly. That's the video went through that too, because even Light, he had his like light, the Death Note. I was about to say light book. No, it's not like a light book. Imagine if there was a whole sequel and it was light book. But anyway, he had this whole like setup to hide and destroy the Death Note, right? If somebody got near it, Fred would eat that up. He would eat it up. Like, there was just so much that there's no way that Light would have won, because the person who's always exploring is the one person who always uses an alias. If they split up and somehow Freddy is the one who finds it, Then he finds the Death Note, bam, caught. If it's Velma, she's a mastermind. She's a genius. He's gonna get caught. And they would also be able to head to Japan super quickly because of how arrogant he was. They would know that all of the people who went missing were in Japan. And they would be able to narrow down the thing even without L's help. They could do it. Like 3 Generations has the more cartoony style. I was very shocked because I've never played any Monster Hunter game. So the only experience I had was watching other streamers play Monster Hunter Wilds. And when I saw from like hyper realism to like cartoony, I was like, what? Both are lovely. Listen to the families hiding in their houses, all of them afraid to walk the streets at night. I do prefer the original style games more. Which one is like a good example of that style? Because I have no idea. You know what? Does anybody know where you can find your Mabi watch hours? Because I know I got an email about it. I got my email about how long I've been on Mabi, but I can't actually find it. I wanted to see it again, just to see how many hours I've played Mabi, but I couldn't find it. Ooh, ooh, where is the justice? What good is law? Okay, so Monster Hunter. Oops, not my library. I don't have any Monster Hunter games. Monster Hunter. Hunter Generations. Monster Hunter Generations. Okay, so it didn't actually show me that. Monster Hunter 4. Why do they keep showing me the soundtrack? Like, it shows the soundtrack for both of them, but not the actual... I'll look it up on Google. Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter 4. Images. Ooh. DS game. Oh, it has like a almost like Final Fantasy kind of feel. If you're only looking at Steam, they're only on handhelds. Yeah. So I went to Google it. Only Rise got ported to PC. I see. I feel like I must have I feel there was one situation where I think it might have been Monster Hunter, but I don't know if it was. I thought it was Monster Hunter, but then like years later I was like it couldn't have been Monster Hunter. But basically it was like a game where part of it, not the whole main game, but part of it was that you would excavate eggs and then that you would like it was like a whole excavation mechanic. And then you could do stuff with the monsters. But I don't remember. It's so vague that I can't figure out what it was. Monster Hunter Stories. Let me look it up. Monster Hunter Stories. No, it wasn't a PS5 game. That's for sure. It was definitely like in the handheld era. So something like Game Boy, DS, DS Lite, 3DS, something like that. Ooh, to the families hiding in their houses, All of them afraid to walk the streets at night with all their doors locked tight. We owe them some justice. That's a DS game, 3DS. I'm gonna look up 3DS. Let me look. No, it didn't look like. Well, it might have. I'm trying to find the excavation because that's the thing I remember the most. I don't think it was this. You see, when I was younger, I definitely thought it was a Monster Hunter game. I'm gonna look up Monster Hunter Stories 3DS. Excavation. Okay, that didn't work, so maybe like egg. No, it didn't look like this. Good guess, though. Very good guess. But no, these are like eggs in like a pile. This was like a whole like fossil thing. You had to carry eggs back during some quests. But it wasn't like egg. It was like an excavation thing. And you would have to like be careful with the egg or you could break it. And it would be like in rock and stuff. Monster Hunter was on PSP. I did not have a PSP. So I had 3DS, DS, Game Boy, DS Lite. Those were pretty much all of the games. I only got a PlayStation maybe in like middle school, and it was my friend's like hand-me-down PS1. Sounds familiar? Does it? Because when I was younger, sounds like Fossil Fighters game almost then. Fossil Fighters. I'm like looking at it, and it's kind of funny because there are like real egg pictures in here too. It's like it doesn't know what to show me. Like, do you want to see real fossilized eggs? This it's closer, I feel. Like some of these scenes are closer. Let me see if I can pick one that looks kind of what I remember. Listen to the families hiding in their houses. No, it doesn't really look like this. It's similar, I guess. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But I did want a PSP when I was younger. Like, I remember really wanting to play some PSP games as a kid. And it hurt. It hurt the most. And being so close. And having so much to say. But I couldn't afford it anyway. Never knowing what could have been, and not seeing that loving you is what I was trying to do. You know, suddenly I remembered that Nokia tried to make a game. Was it Nokia? It was like a Microsoft handheld. And it was hilarious. Because it was like a phone. It was like a phone, but like gaming console. It was so funny, man. I was Did that ever sell? Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Nokia's Engage? Let me actually check. Him talking now is kind of confusing me. Nokia Engage. I'll remember. Yeah, it was this thing. Oh my gosh. This was wild. It was so wild. I don't think it ever sold. Like, I don't remember even one person who had it. Listen to the families hiding in their houses. You know, it's so funny that I'm giggling at this like phone-like handheld while I also held the Nintendo 64 controller and loved it. I don't know why, but the N-Gage felt very weird, like very, I guess the so many buttons was annoying as well. I don't know what exactly I didn't like about this thing, but I didn't like it. And I don't think anybody else liked it either. In my general circle. Ooh, listen to the families hiding in. Ooh, I almost ran into you. You know what? Is this positive in Bangor? Because we don't have much time. We must move quickly. We don't have much time. So I'm actually going to drop it right off here in Bangor and then move on into move into oh, musical math is going to take a while. So I didn't realize that commerce would take this long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an IOU. An IOU for 2 content wheels, which will be a reroll. Let's re-roll Magmel right now so we know what to do tomorrow. Ryan Reynolds is on my screen. No, it is not fine. We will re-roll it. And then we'll do it next time. Combas. Oh my gosh. Combas? I mean, we can try. And to be honest, that would be a really good start. Ooh, listen to the families. All right. But do you know what time it is? I think I kind of gave you a clue already on what time it is. Do 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 we are going to be rating out. And you know who we're going to rate out to? Mac and cheese time? I wish. I want mac and cheese. Should I buy some mac and cheese? Should I make my own mac and cheese? Because I have a lot of flour. Does oat flour work? I know it's weird that I have oat flour, but I want to try to make oat flour pasta. That'd be kind of cool. But make your own, that's what I'm saying. Ooh, we are going to be rating out to marshmallow. Make some, yeah, you can make some pasta. All it really takes is egg, like egg yolk, and flour. Now, I want to try it with oat flour because I have oat flour, and I don't have regular flour. Weird world where I don't have regular all-purpose flour, but I do have oat flour. But all it takes is egg yolk and flour, and then you can make pasta. But yes, thank you so much for coming, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna make my own noodle. But thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a good night or morning. See you guys next time. Love you guys and stay sweet.